Jim, I'm so glad you're here. Let's get into debunking some of these mortgage myths.
Okay, you got it. I think the first myth that the general public believes is that you have to have incredibly significant down payment, and that's simply not true. The average home buyer puts down from anywhere from 3 to 5% down to own their first home.
Okay, because we've always been taught that we have to put 20% down, right, to avoid PMI.
Right.
We don't need to do that, right?
That's correct. Now, although that is a way to avoid PMI, the average person does not. 20% down was a kind of an adage from many decades ago. That's what you had to put down. But there's been a lot of evolution in the loan products in the last few decades that you don't have to put 20% down. And moreover, when you buy a home faster, you build equity faster. So it ends up being more financially savvy to own a home first than to wait all the years to build up the 20% equity savings.
So the idea of paying off our home the way our parents thought to do is...
Yes, with our national statistics, the average home buyers there are no longer than 5 to 7 years their first home. So usually people aren't there long enough to worry about a 30-year term.
So it makes sense, put as little down as possible. That way you keep those funds liquid to invest somewhere else.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. And also, when you have the savings and the equity and you go to sell that house with appreciation rates, that'll help you catapult you into your next purchase for a larger home with a larger down payment.
Makes sense.
Yep.
So what kind of credit score do you really need to buy a house?
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because that's probably the second largest myth. Credit scores range from 350 to 850, but the average credit score in the United States is a 695. So it means that a lot of people think they have this sterling credit that's so paramount, but really, you can do credit scores for conventional loans down to 620 and FHA down to 580. So most people think they can't buy a home unless they have perfect credit, which is so not the case.
Okay, and then so they're renting because they think
That's
that
correct.
way.
It's a fallacy. People rent, they think they have to build their credit, which takes forever to get up to 800s, and the whole time they could be missing out on home opportunities.
So Jim, thank you so much for coming in today. You know, over the past 15 years, we've closed so many deals together, and they've been flawless. I wouldn't use anyone else but your team.
Thanks so much. I feel the same way with my team and yours.
Fantastic.
Thanks for having us.